Do you often find yourself avoiding raw emotions by overthinking, trying to find a clever intellectual workaround for a difficult moment? When the work gets hard, the nervous system panics and reaches for a specific defense to survive. This is the armor of intelligence, the habit of packaging raw pain into a cool, portable concept. This flowchart tracks the exact sequence the brain uses to flee a vulnerable moment. It begins with a trigger and discomfort. Here in the blue box, the brain rapidly turns pain into a systems insight, resulting in a mental exit. Overcoming this cycle requires learning how to physically stay in the room. We do this through micro-interruptions that anchor you in the present. Because the exit strategy is purely mental, the interruption must be purely physical. You don't need a new philosophy, you need a physical anchor. Notice the precise moment you feel the urge to bolt from a conversation, start an argument, or draft a perfect response in your head. This is tool number 1, the 3-second body check. Drop attention to the soles of your feet and count to 3. Follow the rule. Do not add a story. Simply register the physical pressure and temperature before returning to the conversation. Now, consider the moment you are speaking and feel a polished excuse or a clever piece of advice forming in your mouth. Tool number 2 is the unfinished sentence practice. Deliberately stop mid-sentence. Say, and then out loud, and leave the thought hanging. Maintain eye contact and let the unpolished silence sit for 2 full breaths. The acute physical discomfort you feel during that silence is the signal the tool is working. It means your intellect has failed to escape and you are still in the room. Even a massive breakthrough can trigger an escape if your first instinct is to run away, write it down, or package it for others. This is the stay after the insight rule. When a realization arrives, freeze in your exact physical posture. You must hold that physical orientation and let the insight sit completely unfinished for 60 full seconds before speaking or recording it. The intellect often runs the wildest in the isolation of the daily car commute. This is where you practice red light interoception. Use every complete stop to name 3 raw body facts, like the pressure on your foot or the cold air on your wrist. Wait for the green light without adding a story or interpreting those feelings. Resist the temptation to turn these specific constraints into another grand project to optimize or master. These tools are just low-effort tripwires, specifically designed to break your brain's favorite habit of mentally checking out. You now have a functional protocol to deploy your feet, your silence, or a 60-second timer whenever your brain tries to build a complex blueprint out of a raw moment. Behavioral accountability is something you can't outsmart. If the door simply needs a push, attempting to pick a lock that isn't there only delays the actual movement. Lived progress rejects optimization. It requires the physical pressure of showing up consistently. Pick just one of these tools to try today. Drop the blueprint, hold the candle, push the door.